Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. So we are starting off this video with a day in our life with my husband and I and the fur babies. We're getting in some me time, but not a lot of me time because we have no personal space. This was during Memorial Day weekend and we were just relaxing in the big adult bathtub that we have. And over the weekend, we decided to go antique shopping. And every time I go to these antique shops, I always end up coming back with a new collection piece for my Dalmatian collection that I have. One day I will do a video on it and talk about all of my collection. So this piece right here, it's a cookie jar, and I obviously didn't have it, so I bought it, and it was pricey. A lot of these items are really pricey because you're unable to find them. You can find a lot of them on eBay, but I think eBay nowadays is really overpriced. So when I find these pieces at the antique shop, I like to buy them. I also bought this little piece right here of the Dalmatian with the fire truck, and I added it to my collection as well. So now we're having a night of building these Legos. These famous Legos came out of Dalmatians, and since I'm a collector, I needed to have them, and I buy this stuff for myself. I do not keep it boxed up. I'm not interested in reselling or anything like that. So I open them up and I want to enjoy my stuff. So I ended up getting these Legos because I know that down the line they're gonna become a one of those sought out pieces that people obviously want in their Lego collection. I am not a huge Lego fan. I am a big Dalmatian collector, so when it comes to a lot of Dalmatian stuff that is pretty unique, I like to buy it and just include it in my collection. So I'm just here building the Legos. My husband, when I bought the Legos, he was like, "Oh, hell no, that's all you." He says he doesn't have the patience for it. So I'm like, I know. But I thought maybe he would kind of, get in, get in it with me. But no, he was happy watching his TV and just telling me that I did a good job. But that's about it. So this is like the first piece. That I'm building here and finally finished it. And then here comes my husband congratulating me on doing such a great job. That's basically what he's telling me. He said he's proud of me. There you go. That's what he said. That I did a good job. And then now I'm building the other little Dalmatian, and it took a while. It took a minute to build. It wasn't fast like it looks on the video. But they came out really cute. So moving on to our bedroom, I ended up buying some curtains and I loved how they turned out. Um, there's a big old slap on my husband's butt. We're very touchy-feely around here, so you're gonna see a lot of that. But anyways, so I bought these curtains for the bedroom, and my husband, he really likes the bedroom to be like with no light. And I was like, you know what? I want these damn curtains that are really expensive, but they're so beautiful and I love the way they look. So I ended up getting only two because I was like, I'm scared that I got the wrong measurements because I'm not good at measurements and things like that. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just get two for now and make sure that they fit and that they look good, and then I'll buy the rest. And I also got a rod from Amazon. I needed this kind of rod that is made for a bay window because that's what we have in our bedroom. So I needed to make sure that um, that was going to work out to hold the curtains, and it did. It turned out really nice. And to be honest, I winged it. I didn't even measure. I just kind of sometimes I just do my stuff like that, and it ends up looking good. Um, because I'm the one that usually puts all the stuff up because my husband can't do things like that. And maybe we'll get into that later, but I'm usually the Bob the Builder around here. So I don't have the time to measure things properly. And I just get frustrated and I'm like, I want it now. So I just start winging it. So I think it turned out pretty good, for not really accurately measuring it. The only thing that was giving me a hard time was the studs. There was some studs that the screws didn't want to fully go in, and um that's a problem that I hate. That my experience with new builds is that when you have studs in the way, it's hard to get through them. And honestly, I didn't want to pay someone to professionally do it, so I just did it. But look, it turned out really good. It looks pretty straight to me. So we did that. And then the next day, we decided to clean our jacuzzi because we clean it every 6 months. We have to empty it out and just clean the inside of it and put fresh water, replace the filter. So we're going to do all that. I actually learned how to empty it. This is my first time that I see my husband empty the jacuzzi because most of the time he was just doing it. And so I was like, you know what? I want to learn how to do it just in case. So we're just going to start off by emptying it and then you'll kind of see the process. So this little pump right here, it sucks out all the water, and honestly, it doesn't really take that long to empty out the jacuzzi. My husband just pretty much connects the hose to it and um, throws the hose on the side of our yard where the rocks are so that the water can empty out. And that's basically it. And so to be honest, I don't know how long it took, but it really doesn't take that long. The only thing is that once it's completely finished, there's water still that like sits on the seats, and so you have to go back in there and put the pump on the seeds just to kind of empty all the water out. And I really, really wanted to get all the water out because 6 months is a long time. And but that's what they recommend. And so I just want to make sure all the water's out and we just completely fill it up with clean water. And see, here you go. You see it all empty. And then there's some water on the seats. So we have to put the pump on there and remove the excess water. And then I went inside and started just giving it a really light clean. Our jacuzzi is not dirty at all. It's not like we have visitors all the time using it or anything like that. It's just basically my husband and I, and occasionally my kids will go in it. So it wasn't really that dirty. It's just I like to, um, get every little dirt out and just give it a really nice fresh clean. And I was using a little bit of Dawn soap just to go over it. And it basically it did a good job. I really didn't want to use any other chemicals on it. Um, because we do put bleach in it, and so I was just like, let me just clean it this way and see how it turns out, and I liked it. And so while we left the jacuzzi filling up with new fresh water, we came back into our room and started putting the little plastic rods on these curtains to hang them up. And Miss Penny is just here chilling with me. Um she's my little ride or die, like I mentioned in my other little video, that she's always close to me. She's always wants to know what I'm doing, what I'm up to, smelling everything that's new. And so I was also waiting for these rods to come in from Amazon. I mean, not the rods, but the little circle hangers, so that I can hang them up. Um, so they came at the perfect time because I thought they weren't gonna make it on time while I was filming this video, but I'm so glad that they made it in. And so I'm just putting up my curtains and um, you'll see the finished product in a bit. And here they are. They are completely done. I'm so happy with them. I think they look so nice. And I cannot wait to get the rest. I just got to place an order for them. But I think I'm gonna need about maybe 4 or 5 more panels. I'm not sure, but yeah, I really, really liked how they look. And they have the privacy extra piece on the inside of it. And so I like that because my husband likes the room really dark when we're sleeping. So I really like that. And so now coming outside to check on our jacuzzi, and it is filled up. And that was pretty quick too. It doesn't take that long to fill it up. So it is nice and clean, fresh water. I remember when we got our yard done, my husband was like, I want a jacuzzi. Like, there he is with his little toys. He's such a big baby in his bathtub. But, anyways, he was like, I want a jacuzzi. He really remembered that he had a jacuzzi when he was growing up, and he used to go in it at his dad's house. And so he was like, I really want a jacuzzi. He wanted to enjoy his or bring back to life all his really nice childhood adventures in his dad's jacuzzi. So I was like, all right, let's get your damn jacuzzi. And here we are replacing the filter because every 6 months we need to also replace the filter. And oh my God, let me tell you, these damn filters went up in price. I remember when we bought the last one, it was about close to $60, and we paid $87 this time for it. And I was like, oh my God. But just like everything else is going up, what can we expect? But yeah, we got it done, replaced it, and now it's good till I want to say December. At the end of the year, we'll be doing this again. And now we're just putting in the bleach. Well, my husband's putting in the bleach. And we need to put about 2 teaspoons every time we use it, just to keep it clean. And so that's what he's doing right now. He's putting it in before we use it. So now it is nighttime and I am going to get to the big Lego that I bought, which I'm like, oh my God, do I really want to do this now? But we are going to be building Penny. And in order for me to relax after a long, hot day, it was 105 today on this day. I needed some Jägermeister and Coke. Take me back to my Vegas days. Let's go. I just have my own party in my house now. My husband is such a champ about always making me my drinks. He's always in a good mood when he makes them for me. So he's like, "Here you go, dear." So yeah, I just really needed to work up the patience to get this started on this big ass Lego because it's gonna take me a minute to complete, but that drink did help a little. And after that, we're just gonna have some movie time. We needed a TV upstairs, which you'll see in a bit. The old TV that we had, it finally gave out on us, and so we ended up buying a new TV during the Memorial Day sale so that we could have movie nights upstairs with my sister and my daughters, and of course the fur babies. So you'll see that all in a bit. And here we are upstairs now. My sister's got the fireplace going and some popcorn, and we're just gonna relax and chill out and watch a scary movie because I love watching scary movies. I don't like horror. I like scary movies. And so we it took us about an hour to decide what movie to watch because sometimes Netflix doesn't have any good movies or all these other apps. And so we finally decided on a movie that we have not watched. Um I forgot what it's called. I forgot what movie we watched, but it started getting really good at the end. And so it was good. It was good. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please comment, like, and share our video as it will definitely help us grow our channel. So we will see you on the next one. Bye.